Damn greedy ass game. I just like how a lot of RPGs and JRPGs add grinding just to make you suffer. Doesn't make the game more fun, right? Unless it could make the game fun for those people who like grinding in games. I am not one of them. I like it more when they make it so that your natural running through the game, doing side quests and stuff, levels you up enough to do stuff, and you make enough money to make it worthwhile, and you're not spending 6 hours trying to make 1,000 gold. The main party in 3 encounters enemy and curls up into balls crying because they're stronger than them. I don't mind the grind at times. For me, it depends on the who the hell likes grinding on games? Are we insane? There are people like Hunter doesn't mind the grind, and there are people who like the grind. I think spending 6 hours of my life running around in a circle is a waste of my time. I get bored with it quickly. I say that when I'm an avid Disgaea player. Yeah, same with cozy games. I think for me, the grinding depends on what are you playing. A tactics game like Disgaea tends to be, I would expect a little more grinding because you have to be tactical about what you do in the game. A cozy game, I'm expecting a grind. Namely, you're gonna farm, you're gonna craft, you're gonna farm, you're gonna mine, you're gonna craft. You might be fighting some stuff. You might have a small little goal like saving the town or revamping the area, stuff like that. I expect that to be a grind, but it's cozy. You're supposed to take your time. Like the only game I've liked was Oublette. Pretty fun, nice. Mainly, I don't mind it, especially in Pokemon when I'm trying to get a shiny Pokemon. I was a shiny hunter for Sawaddles and Ralts, and it was kind of painful but rewarding once you find it. Now see, Pokemon I would classify more as a cozy game with a story. Your goal is to go and get all the Pokemon, at least register them all in your Poke Guide, or collect them all. That's a cozy game. Cozy games make you collect everything and craft everything and catch things and train things. So, running around looking for a specific Pokemon, I don't mind because it's the game mechanic. Black and White 2 have the best story according to the Pokemon community. Yeah, they didn't really add a story until later. I would say Sword and Shield wasn't bad, but the story in Arceus is way better.
That was a piece of cake. A decisive win with minimal casualties.
Black and White mentioned raw. Yeah, they're mentioning Black and White. I didn't play Black and White. Played Yellow, Red, Green, Emerald, Ruby, maybe? Sword and Shield.
Hardly worth the effort. I love learning.
Oh, I already beat them. Okay. Oh, I can't port from in here. I gotta walk. It's quicker to go forward. But Sword and Shield could have been better handled in terms of story. I think Sword and Shield was good for me for what it was because it was a while since I played. Otherwise, I got bored with Pokemon because it was the same exact game with the same exact story every time. And the only thing that was different was this one now has a baby version, which whatever, start adding babies into it. This one has an extra hoop skirt or whatnot. Also nice, you got 222 followers, magic number. Yeah, it actually dropped down to that number. Oh wait, no, there was a new follower. It should be 223.
That's how you win battles.
Yeah, it's 223. Your side hasn't updated.
My father.
Oops, wrong way. This way. I really hope they give Wind and Waves a good story. They're not going to. Just gonna say, they're not. The XY should have had a decent story or an okay story at least, because it was the same group that did Arceus, which means it's not Game Freak doing it.
That wasn't even worth the effort.
It's over already?
Why can't they all be this easy?
But no, they're never going to give them good stories. They don't let the game
Our victories forgone.
sit long enough for that to happen.
No one likes getting hurt.
If they want to do a good story and Pokemon game, they need to not come out with 2 new Pokemon games every year.
We're done here.
That was scary.
Legends EA had a decent story. It was a mix of the usual stuff with Legends of Arceus mechanics. Yeah, because it was the Legend of Arceus company that made it. And most likely Pokemon had more control over it this time. But their ability to work stuff into the game
Not ready to retire yet.
is more interesting than kid turns 10. Kid gets kicked out of a house, sent out there with a backpack and a strange creature that they may or may not get along with, to go and catch other creatures. Kid then goes and collects a whole bunch of badges. Those badges open up more areas for Kid to travel in while 10.
Dramatic entry. Nether strike.
Well, Winds and Waves don't come out till 2027, so hopefully they improve on what they did for Scarlet and Violet. Like Scarlet and Violet, but the bugs can be annoying. I think the bugs happened because Scarlet and Violet should have been held off until they had the Switch 2 out. Now, like I said, they're too busy pushing games every year. And now they're going to try even more to get certain types of games out because, you know, they got to beat other games to it so they can sue more people. Heck, while breeding for a Pokemon with good stats, the game froze up on me. Yeah, like I said, the way the game glitches sounded and the way the Switch 2 seems to have fixed them. The game was meant for the Switch 2, but they didn't want to wait. They didn't want to sit on the game. Now, if Nintendo wanted to fix how, you know, yeah, the whole tariffs thing in the US kind of hurt Switch 2's pre-orders here, but you wanted to sell more Switch 2s, hold the Pokemon game and have it be a release day game.
That's all you got?
That's how you win battles.
Can protect everyone.
Hope.
No, I have my reservations about the Switch 2, mainly the bricking of consoles. The bricking of consoles, all that does is it stops people hacking into a system that they're not supposed to be hacking into. But the downside to it is it also stops people using a second-hand game, because you don't know if the person that who sold it to GameStop or sold it on eBay used it to make a copy of and then sold the game while they keep the ROM on their Switch, which gets the finger pointed at you of being that person. My problem with the Switch 2, bricking is just them, well, being them. That's true, but the game key cards are also an issue. The game key cards, because you lend someone the game card, they can't use it to play the game on their Switch 2. Yes, they got rid of family sharing. So now, like, we're a family of 5. We have 5 Switch 1s. Because to play games together, you need 5 Switches. Well, we don't have 5 copies of all the games. Say, Kid 1 is playing Legend of Zelda, and then moves away or gets done with Legend of Zelda. They don't hand over the Switch to their sibling. They want to move on to a new game. So they give the game card to their sibling. Now, that would get one of the siblings to lose their system. I don't approve of the game key cards unless there was an option to get a game card or an option to get the full game on the card, and the game card cost less. All they needed to do to make the game key cards worth people's time is making it optional and making it cheaper than buying an $80 game. If I pay $80 for a game and I physically go and buy it, I want the game. I don't want internet signal necessary for me to play the damn game. And I think that's what all the companies are when they complain that they're not making sales and that they really want to push, you know, the digital sales. All they gotta do to push the digital sales is lower the price. That's some of my main issue of the Switch 2. All I know from the internet is that people were mad about the game key cards. People are still mad about the game key cards because they said they were going to do away with game key cards, and the new games coming out are game key cards. What's this? Back to the Signicilia.
Whoops.
Ooh, it feels good to be
I am
so
without
strong.
limits.
But yeah, so here's the debate about the game prices. Game price should take in consideration how long did they work on it, what was required to make it, how many people made it, blah blah blah, divided by however many beer they think they're going to sell, and including how much did it cost to print the game onto the card or disc or whatever the system uses, divided by how many copies they plan to sell that way. So if they plan to sell 100 or make 100 physical copies, you divide that by 100. But if you're going to offer it digitally, you have to subtract out the cost of making the book, the the packaging and printing the game, because that step isn't happening with the digital sales. And then I think more people would be happy with digital or game cards with keys on them. Want Nintendo to go back to what they did with the Switch 1 games? They'd have to go back in CEOs. What happened was it changed people who were in charge. Alright, I gotta find white rice. I think white rice. Alright, we'll check Eastern. Might need to go to stall. I want the game companies to go back to, I don't know, caring about the gamer. Alright, let's go check stall. Don't charge me more because I play more games. Honestly, the way I see it, the breaking of the Switch 2 is a fear tactic. It is. It's two things. It's a fear tactic to those people who already weren't breaking the rules. Do not break the rules. It's a challenge to those who were breaking the rules to see what it takes for them to be able to continue to break the rules without getting caught and in trouble. Honestly, the way I see it, yeah. Nintendo is they want to lock you into what they do. And I think the direction they're going is chasing away some of the companies that have been making Nintendo exclusive games for a really long time.
I'm finished.
Because with Story of Seasons, Grand Bazaar, and Rune Factory, Azuma going to PlayStation 5, and the fight that Marvelous had with Nintendo over the price of their game and not doing a game keycard to do the physical game, and they found out how to do one that works on both systems. Tells me that Nintendo doesn't care, they just want money. Also makes me wonder is what would happen if you replace a broken USB-C port for your Switch 2. You can't. That's the other systems that they were hurting. The people who fix your game system for you could get your system blocked. Alright, where's this? One prehistoric meat and 5 curry rice. Come on, fish.
This is more fun than I
Not
expected.
poop, fish.
Mission accomplished.
Not meat,
How's
fish.
this?
It's done.
I'd buy it.
And here we go.
Yes!
How's this?
Let's get some extra. Nope. All right, but I got the fish. I got the fish. I got the fish I needed. Yeah. Okay. Let's go off these. And then I can turn it in, and then all the side quests are done. Oh, man. Such a stupid thing to do, because if you accidentally brick it, and $700 paperweight. Yes. Now, you should be able to complain to them and say your system got bricked for no reason, and as long as you can prove it, they should be able to unbrick it, but I don't think you can put that in there. They just want you to go and buy another system. Kind of ingenious of them, isn't it? Because here's the thing. If their system gets hacked, somebody can go in and brick everybody's Switch 2s. You want to tell me their system for that bricking is not hackable? I don't believe that. All right, I'm looking for the cards. Thick-thighed pecker. Okay. Thick-thighed peckers, here I come. I understand wanting to protect your product, but I feel like this is turning in the wrong direction. Well, it was. But people still bought their system, so it's not going to change their mind about things. Only way to make somebody change their mind about things is have enough people not buy it and see if they get the right idea. Boom. But also, Nintendo's kind of been like this for a while.
It's okay. You're safe now. We did it!
Just as I expected.
Just not as openly like this. Even get me started on the Express SD card. Right? I peckered.
That was a piece of cake.
A decisive win with minimal casualty.
Better than that.
I'm just gonna giggle. I'm sorry, they sent me in here after birds called thick-thighed peckers. What the hell? That's a different kind of game.
Mirror blade. I'll help you. It's okay. You're safe now.
Enough! That's paw!
This is Ocean.
Double slap!
I can help you.
Mirror blade!
Arcane weapon.
Another triumph.
That's how you win battles.
I'm okay.
I kind of miss when the game systems, instead of fighting with each other, it was a you got the game system according to the type of games you like to play.
Mirror blade!
Arcane weapon. I want to help.
So Nintendo was family friendly, cozy games. Family friendly and cozy games. PlayStation was RPGs and cozies.
Hardly worth the effort.
Made it.
and Xbox was first-person shooters and dungeon crawling. Hello, little peckers. Hitting me with a heart is not appropriate.
It's okay. You're safe now.
Don't move!
Right, Red.
I'll help you.
That wasn't even
More
worth the
challenges
effort.
lie ahead.
All right. Done. Let's go turn them in. Whee! Oh, look, more peckers.
Nice.
Don't be fooled.
Are peckered? High card.
What can I
Something
say?
in there.
I must use this gift to protect others.
Am I level 99 yet? No, but almost. Funny, this is gonna be the first game I've maxed level. Holy crap. Oh,
I want to help.
Mirror blade!
Keep your heads in the game.
Think I'll let you get away?
Right, Red.
Don't move!
Remember this. Sacred pain.
Mirror blade!
boom.
Hey. All right, who's next?
Could have been worse, I guess.
That was scary.
Boom.
Here we go. Emerson.
Oh. Australia. Bum 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 bum. There you go, Aurelia.
No one likes getting hurt.
Boom.
Nikki.
Yeah, I'd love to go back to those days. The good old days.
Successful.
The more skillful I get, the more charming I become.
Alright. Ta-da! Model. Back we go. Yeah, let's go turn them all in and see if the Cave of Oblivions are there. Yeah, let's go see if the Cave of Oblivion's there already. Anyways,